Well, good evening and welcome to My Psychic Connection. I am your host, Journey Ryan. I hope everyone is here and ready to get some readings. And I just seen hello from Maine. I love Maine. It's a gorgeous state. Welcome aboard. Thank you guys so much for being here tonight. All right, so I have on here my special guest. So we will get to her in just a moment. I did say her, guys. I brought on another girl. All right, but it's okay. I love it. I love it. Great energy. I can't wait for you guys to hear what she has to say. Great intuitive. You're just amazing energy. So I cannot wait to introduce her. Guys, Nikki is going to be on tomorrow night, and she will have a show after our show. 30 minutes after the show, she will be doing a 2-hour show. So if you don't catch her on tomorrow night's show at 10 o'clock, you'll be able to catch her at 11:30. So super excited for her new show. It's going to be right here live on My Psychic Connection. So you guys don't have to go anywhere. Just click on the next video and you will be there. So it'll be absolutely amazing. She loves talking to each and every one of you. She has an amazing spirit, and I'm so glad that she is with us on My Psychic Connection. All right, guys. I did mention that Jesse has had to part from the show. He's having too many tech problems in the current location that he's at, so he will not be joining us for the rest of this season or next season. So we just want to tell him good luck, and I hope he can get things put together in the way that he needs so he can come back and read for us once again. All right, guys, if you guys are looking for a psychic spot and you are a psychic and you'd like to join My Psychic Connection, go to mypsychicconnection.com, go to login and click on advisor, and you will be an advisor with our site. So it's really easy, simple, sign up, follow all the directions, and we will get you on. Even possibility chances to be right here on this show, here on iHeartRadio and Facebook, YouTube, and all the other places that we are available, including Alexa, Audible, and Apple Podcasts, just a few good ones to name out there. But we're on, I think it's 57 different locations that you guys can find us on. All you got to do is look up MPC Live and you will find us. MPC stands for My Psychic Connection, just in case I had a couple people say, what is MPC? My Psychic Connection. So guys, join us, share, like, follow, subscribe. That's what I ask everybody to do. So if you're in the groups, share. If you're on a YouTube, subscribe and ring the bell, tell people about it, share our links. We love seeing and meeting new people, and I can't wait to talk to each and every one of you tonight. All right, Angie told me that you're so spot on in my last reading, and I appreciate you guys. You are welcome, Angie. All right, so glad to see some great feedback. Now, without further ado, we're going to bring on our special guest, but guys, don't forget, you can jump the list. Jump the list will guarantee your reading. So if you want to guarantee a reading, go ahead and jump the list. And remember, jumping the list, we will not ring the bell on you until we are finished completing. Free readings, we are going to ring a bell at a certain time frame. So understand, if you jump the list, you may get a longer reading. If you just hear and you get a free reading, it lasts about 5 minutes. When that bell rings, the reading is over, and we're able to go to the next person. So jumping the list has some benefits. All right, you guys heard the bell. That means Mom's here. Hi, Mom. Everybody says hi, Mom. I know that you're watching. All right, guys, with no further ado, here we go. I'm bringing on Emma. What's up, girl?
Hey, guys. I'm great. How are you, Journey?
I'm doing amazing. I can't wait for the opportunity to get people to hear how you read.
Yes, thank you so much. I'm so eager to do this. This is going to be an honor, absolutely. I cannot wait to continue to do this in the future for sure.
Absolutely, guys. This is Emma. She has joined us. She's been with us for a couple weeks now. She is on the website. So if you guys want to get a personal reading with her, a one-on-one, she will be available on the website. And that way you guys can sign up and get in line. In case she's not online, you can always get yourself in line, get ready for that. And then when she logs on, boom, she can take your call. It's absolutely amazing that way. So just arrange a call and she will get to you as fast as she can just like me and all the other psychics. We also have chat. Video chat's coming, guys. Video chat. All right. Says, hey, Journey and Emma. Hey.
Hello, Hope. How are you, honey?
I almost said virgin. Virtual hug. Virtual hug. All right, guys. Let's go ahead and check that jump list as we just started. So, guys, know Jenny from the block. I know you're here, sweetheart. You do have a jump available. So if you want to jump, let me know, and we'll go from there. Okay, sweetie? Because you have not used your jump from last time. All right, guys. The jumps are a small donation. Just remember that, and it helps us keep this show alive and keeps things going. So. All right, so let's call out some names. Emma, are you ready to rock and roll?
I've been ready, and so is Spirit. Spirit's on the edge of its seat right now, so.
Absolutely, I love it. I love it. All right, so first person on our list is Hannah Thompson. Hannah, get your question out to us, and Jenny from the block, you are right after Hannah. Yes, Hannah. All right. Remember, guys, when we call out your name, make sure you get your questions ready. You got 30 seconds to post a question. If we don't see or hear from you, we go ahead and take the next person. Your name will get added to the list if you're still here, but it'll go at the bottom of the list. So, guys, get those questions typed. Hold on to them so when we call your name, we can get through the readings pretty quickly. We're going to do jumps for the first half an hour, and even if you jumped before the half an hour is over, your jump is still included, and we'll continue with all the jumps even after the 30 minutes, but you cannot donate after the 30 minutes. All right, Hannah's here. Let's go ahead, Hannah. Hannah says, I was wondering if anyone was trying to contact me. Right off the bat, I'm going to tell you, yes, that your grandfather is coming through. I keep seeing grandfather. He keeps saying that you need to calm your energy down. The energy is too strong. You're overthinking things. The energy is stressful, very stressful. And he keeps telling me to tell you that things are going to come together, but you've got to stop worrying. There's a lot of worry. So allow yourself to calm down. Allow yourself to kind of take a step back, look at your situations and go, what can I do to solve it? If you can't fix it, set it to the side. Don't try to attempt to do anything that you cannot handle right now. There's a reason that you can't handle it at the moment. But if you put it to the side, it will open up, and eventually you'll be able to solve this problem. But there's some other little things that you need to take before you're able to solve the bigger problems. So I'm seeing a lot of that right now. I'm seeing that your worry shouldn't be as strong as they are. You know, things are going to get better, but they want your grandfather and other family members want you to know that they stand by your side and they feel that you're in the right space, but you're overthinking everything. So just allow yourself to stay calm, relaxed, and feel what you've got to do first. Kind of make a list for yourself is what I would do, and then kind of go from there. But don't stress yourself out. Things are going to fall into place, and I feel like, yeah, you're safe. Things are going in a more better direction. You just got to hang in there, because I know that the worry is really strong, and that was what they wanted to talk to you about. She says, I've been debating going back to work or not. I don't want to leave my kiddos. When it comes to work for you, though, it's not that you're going to go work for somebody else. It's that you're going to be working for yourself. So I don't see you leaving the kiddos, but I do feel like you're going to put something together that's going to bring forth money, something you can do from home. So you will be working, just not in the way that you think you're going to be working. So allow yourself to be open to the new ideas that come through. I'm going to pass this over to Emma. Let's see what Emma's got to say. Emma?
Okay, so basically what I'm seeing for you is I see like a grandfather figure, and I just feel like this huge adrenaline rush, like all the way through my bones, and I feel like it's a way of, Spirit saying is you're overthinking it. He's like, why do you keep overthinking your career path? He's like, the answer is within you. I feel like you just second guess yourself a lot through like childhood trauma. I feel like someone used to put you down a lot growing up. But your grandfather's definitely saying that you have so much potential, and sometimes the unexpected is a beautiful thing. It's kind of like the Polar Express. The most beautiful things and the best things are the things you can't see and you can't hear and you can't touch. Sometimes seeing isn't always believing. Sometimes it's feeling is believing. You know what I'm saying? And it's one of those things of he just comes through so strong. Like he says, I'm her biggest cheerleader. I've been there for her since day one. She brought so much joy to me, as always. Like every time we'd hang out, it was just the best feeling ever. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think you have to fear about leaving your kiddos either, honestly, honey, because let me tell you something. I feel like you're going to be working with something with like training online, or you're going to be helping those in need, like the less fortunate, like something in humanitarian activities, I guess you could call it. So I'm super excited for you and about your future, because your grandfather coming in real strong. I could just see him smiling as it is. He just has the most gorgeous smile. Like he has like the biggest, most beautiful, most original smile ever, and kind of like yours, that very distinct smile. I feel like you guys share the same smile for sure. If I were to see you guys in a photo together, look pretty much the same when it came to the smile, for sure. He definitely likes to contact you through like coins. I see feathers on rare occasion. I feel like just sometimes you feel that gust of wind as well when he's trying to contact you, for sure. And he's basically saying you just need to slow down. I feel like some meditation and energy healing may be in work for you too, because I feel like some of your chakras are out of line too, honestly. And I feel like it would be good for you just to get yourself on track as to where you deserve to be too.
All right. Awesome insight there. Beautiful, beautiful. And when it comes down to what you were saying about the chakras, if she could ground herself, maybe put her feet in the sand, plant some flowers, take a salt bath, salt scrub, kind of realign things, sit in a meditated state for a couple minutes, try to realign everything, try to see the positives coming in and the release of the negativities to help realign those chakras. Grounding always works. It's an amazing tool.
Absolutely.
All right.
Getting the verse of the song by Skyscraper, go run, 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 I'm going to stay right here, watch you disappear. It's the same thing, like let the negativity go. Let the people that don't serve you the highest good go.
Exactly. You don't need the nonsense. But a lot of your stress is worried about leaving your kids behind. Don't even worry about that. You're going to be just fine, because you're going to be working from home. All right. Well, we need Jenny from the block. Jenny, get your question out to us. And I need Valerie Cox to get her question ready. Don't post it yet. Get your question ready. You'll be right after Jenny. She says, thank you guys so much as always. You are welcome.
No problem.
Yeah. I can't wait for you to start discovering some of these things. All right, guys, I know some of you that are on here right now have been signing up for the tarot class that's coming up. I just sent out a major email to let you guys know classes are going to start, but I need you guys to respond back so we can get you on there, so we can get the class started, because our next show is right around the corner, our season 2 of MPC Live. So get ready for it. It's going to be fun. Jenny from the block, where are you, girl? Did we lose Jenny?
I hope not.
All right. So Jenny from the block is not here. So we're going to go ahead and take Valerie Cox. After Valerie is going to be Leanna. So Leanna, get your question ready, but do not post it just yet. If you want to get into the tarot class, which was just asked, just go to mypsychicconnection@gmail.com, right into the top description, tarot class, and then we will give you all the information that you need in order to start the class. All right. Then jump the list, Blanca.
Hi, Blanca. How are you?
He says, I want to jump the list. Well, do it. All right. So I've got no Jenny from the block, and I've got no Valerie. I'm looking to see if they may have posted, but I'm not seeing it anywhere. All right. So no Jenny, no Valerie. Let's keep on going here. And Leanna, go ahead and throw us your question. You are next on the list. And then Bridget Smith, you will be right after Leanna. So get that question ready, but do not post it. I think Jenny got off the block because she ain't around.
Went back home.
Exactly. All right. Leanna says, "Hi, I've been seeing 111 and 1111, but I can't understand what it means and wondering if you have a message from someone who passed." Okay, so right off the bat, yes, I do see someone from the past, someone who has passed. They're on the other side. It's a cousin, a male cousin. He says that you're putting too much unnecessary pressure on your life, and I feel like you're trying to find a direction right now. And so he's saying to me as though you need to take a step back. This is looking at all aspects of your life, things that you need, things you don't need. This is a time for change for you. But I do feel like you are kind of stumbling right now. I don't feel like you're making quite all the right choices for yourself. But I'm seeing new opportunity um, coming for you. I see school ahead of you. I'm not sure if you're going to school at the moment, but I definitely feel school ahead of you. I feel like there's more education coming your way. I'm seeing helping hands, and I do see a financial increase, but not in the way that you once were getting it. I feel like you're going to maybe getting new jobs. What I keep seeing is like this is a new opportunity. So it's not with any type of employer. I'm not really seeing employment around you at the moment. I feel like that kind of fell apart a little bit. And I do see new employment for you, but it is going to take time for you to do that. Because you're going to be trying to juggle education along with work and your household. And I feel as though that could be a little bit complicated for you. I don't feel like it's a bad thing. I feel like you need to start tapping back into some of your natural gifts, your artistic side, like drawing and painting and doing that again. I really feel like you need to focus on that and let this type of frustration, because your frustrations, believe it or not, are coming out in your drawings and you're releasing it, and it's really healthy for you. She says, "Can you ask him if he sees me, if he has seen me do that walk he always tried to get me to do? He has seen you play around with it, and he thought you were funny. So um, he said you didn't do it right." um, he also said that, you know, healing relationships with family for you needs to happen. You need to be some of the glue that holds the family together. No matter what they say that gets on your nerves, allow yourself to let it slide down your back and be the stronger person. Kind of sit back, listen to them, and be like, okay, whatever. And take it in. But don't show them that you're like, whatever. Just take it in and kind of walk away from it. Just hold on to it and then let it out on a drawing for sure. All right, so I'm going to pass this over to Emma. Let's see what Emma's got for you. Emma.
Okay, so basically your cousin, he seems like he was really into like the catwalk. I feel like I'm seeing like strut, 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 and I feel like when he saw you working on that walk or like your fun little unique catwalk, I feel like he kind of laughed at you and he's like, "Oh boy, here she goes again." But hey, she's really trying her best and she needs to put that, into. He's basically saying you need to put that into your everyday life of kicking your motivation and your willpower into overdrive. And he's saying that your willpower, he knows it's there. He's just saying you got to activate it and not care what people think anymore. Because I feel like that's a burden you have to, is you worry too much about what other people think. And I feel like ever since he passed away, it's like he wants you to know just because I'm gone physically does not mean I'm gone spiritually. He's like, I watch you through the moonlight. I see you through that window. I watch you while you sleep. I take care of you while you sleep. I protect you from so many other things that you're not aware of. I've had to save your butt plenty of times, like I did when I was alive physically here in the 3D. Because I feel like he was very loyal to you and he had your back all the time. And he's like, never will I let my cousin fall. He's like, I let things happen for her, not to her. And that's something to remember, is things happen for you, not to you. And I feel like sometimes that doesn't sit very well with you, but that's very normal. You're not alone on that, sweetheart. And it's just like, You know, I feel like I can tell like this is really taking a toll on you physically too. I feel like there's something about the chest. I feel like it makes it hard for you to breathe at night when you're thinking about your cousin. And, you know, he's saying that release the tension and I'll take that on because you only deserve the best. And when it comes to school, I feel like you made me a very special person there, like a close friend or even a boyfriend. I feel like he's going to be very understanding, very perceptive, very kind, very intuitive. I feel like dark hair, blue eyes, maybe black hair, or like really dark black eyebrows on top of it, for sure. But basically, he's saying that I'll have your back forever and always, and trust. And he says that trust is a big issue that you have, but he says let go, because when you let go, because controlling things out of oneself is an illusion. You feel me? And he says keep that in mind.
All right. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right. The next person on our list is Blanca D. Get your question ready. You jump the list. And then after Blanca will be Bridget. So, Bridget, hold on to your question. Blanca jumped the list. So, we're going to go ahead and take her question. Leanna says, thank you so much.
Yeah, absolutely, Leanna. No problem.
All right. Good stuff, guys. We're having a great time here. Remember, guys, we got about 7 minutes left for you guys to jump the list. So if you're going to jump, go ahead and do so. As we start season 2 of MPC Live, which starts September 27th, anybody who jumps will be logged in. And what we're going to do for, how we do giveaways during our MPC Lives, the person that jumps the most during that season will win a free iPad. A free Apple iPad. So, guys.
I have a feeling on who that could be.
Well, I'm just letting everybody know that starts September 27th. That's when our new show is live. We've got a great lineup for you guys, and I cannot wait for you guys to have a good time and enjoy your readings. So let's go ahead and take Blanca. Blanca says, oh my God, creepy, creepy. I got a call from Niagara. Nigeria following the next text message from that weird guy. This is a big wake-up call. I don't want to text back. Will he just leave me alone? I just don't want to reply. Don't reply. Remember, I told you, catfish. Catfish, catfish, catfish. Catfish, it tastes like mud. You don't want it. Unless you want a muddy relationship, do not. It is a terrible idea. Like I said, this is why those red flags came up that were like, no money, no phone numbers, no nothing. This is why that was super important. I didn't say anything about the phone number. I probably should have. Sorry about that. But I did say no money, no pictures. So that was a big thing. But you're going to continue to keep getting these messages until you block I'm seeing like 5 or 6 numbers. Just block each one that comes through from him, and that way he finally takes the hint, and he will go away. So I don't feel like he's, he thought he was luring you in. That's why he felt so comfortable to try to bring up the energy so strong, and and then he was talking about family and stuff like that because he wanted you to see him as a good guy. He was playing this game with you. And he was suckering you in, and as soon as I seen it, I was like, crap. Loser. I was like, no numbers, no money, don't feel sorry, who cares? I don't care if he's got pictures with 17 children. They're not his. It's a village that he's near. Those are not his kids. He doesn't need your money. He just wants to steal from you. It's just, oh, Journey, I just can't with this world. Honey, listen, even though this went bad, this actually opened the door. This is a major thing for you. You took a major step. Now, when you opened the door, you forgot how many weirdos and idiots and tinfoil are out there. So don't worry. This is just the stepping stone, but I'm very, very proud of you for stepping out into the world and finally making the initiative to mingle again. This is what we should be taking from that. We should be taking in that you took that step. That's the positive in this. But the other positive that comes from this is that you knowing and getting a heads up that this guy was a loser. So I'm super excited for that. So there's many positives out of this. Even though this guy was a negative person, you got your idea. You knew that things weren't going to be right. You were told about this, and now it unfolds. Catfish. It tastes like dirt. Nobody likes it. Well, at least I don't. All right, I'm going to pass this over to Emma. Let's see what she's got.
Hello, Blanca. So, Vera is basically saying that, heartbreak does not exist. It's actually, breakthrough that exists. And Spirit is basically saying that things happen for you, not to you. And how are you going to know what you deserve if you don't get the bottom of the barrel gook and crap first? You know what I'm saying? How are you going to understand and cherish and be grateful for what America's finest is if you don't understand what bottom of the barrel is? You know what I'm saying? And it's like one of those things of Spirit is saying that,
she said, yes, big
like
wake-up call, but yes, I understand now.
Yeah, like people who do that stuff, if they mooch off of you, guess what? He's not a real man, okay? A real man holds his own and stands his ground, for sure. And it's one of those things of, when guys do that to you, that's a big red flag. When he's being standoffish with you, when he's being dishonest or being passive-aggressive, don't do it. And when he's giving you puppy eyes afterwards saying, like, oh, can you give me some money? Can you do this for me? Can you do that for me? No, because that's when those interpersonal effectiveness skills come in to say no. I know saying no is not fun at times. It's not easy. But Spirit is saying the moment you learn how to say no, that's when opportunities open up for you. And Spirit is actually applauding you, and your angels are applauding you for actually getting out there again and spreading your horizons. It's just you got to get through the mud first before you can get to the gold. You feel me? Because how are you going to get to the gold if you don't prove to yourself and to Spirit that you deserve it and you know how to cherish it and be grateful for it? Because gratitude is everything. You want to attract something? Well, guess what? Be grateful for what you have now, because if you don't do that, you can't get breakthroughs to anything else. But clearly, if you're getting this breakthrough, there's something you're being grateful for, and that's something to hang on to, Blanca.
Good stuff. And right at the bell. How awesome is that? All right. Well, thanks, Blanca. And remember, you did the right thing, but you took the biggest step. I'm super proud of you.
Yeah, definitely.
So proud. That is an amazing thing, and you should be encouraged because you're taking these steps. You should look at the positives that came from this so you understand how amazing you are, because you're not quite seeing it, but this is an amazing step for you, Blanca, even though this guy was an idiot in tinfoil. But, hey, we've got to step on some people to get to the top, and these are those types of people that you step away from. You picked up on the signs, you knew there was danger, you got the advice from the danger, and you took it into consideration, and here you are. So proud of you, very happy. Oh my gosh, that's great. All right, guys, we are going to take a short break, but after the commercial break, we will be back to do some more readings. Guys, stay tuned. We'll be right back after these messages. All right, guys, and we are back. All right, so the next person on our list was Bridget. Smith Bridget, go ahead and throw us your question. And then Valerie Cox, if you're still here, we'll take your question. So get it ready. And then we're going to have Brianna Bishop to get their question ready as well. Do not post it yet. We lose it in the messenger here, so it only holds so many questions. So just go ahead and get them ready when we call your name. It's just easier that way. All right, so Bridget, throw us your question. All right, here is Bridget. Bridget says, I'd like to know what you see for my love life. Things have been rocky lately. All right, so when it comes to your love life, I do feel like this is miscommunication, and the miscommunication is turning into aggravation, which is being spewed out onto the relationship. But I also see outside influence. So what's happening is people on the outside of your relationship are pissing you guys off, and then that energy is coming back to the relationship because you feel that you can share it. And then with that being pissed off along the way, you're trying to figure out, okay, what is going on here? Why is this happening? Know that this is temporary. This is not something that's going to continue. I don't see that this is a bad thing. I feel as though that you guys will be able to build the bridge and get past it. But remember, when you build that bridge and get past it, burn that motherfucker down. You do not want to cross that path. You do not want to do that. So what I'm telling you right now is to know that what's happening is temporary, and it's coming from both sides. So I know that you don't realize it, but the energy is showing a reflection of an attitude, which is sparking his attitude. And then all of a sudden you both are having an attitude. But you know what the main thing is that you guys are both aggravated for something else, not what's going on between the two of you. It's not really you two. It's what's going on outside of it. And it's being reflected. It's kind of like, I'm going to use an example. You will talk to your parents and you will talk to them in a certain way, and you may get mad and you say stuff, but the reason you do it that way and the way you go off on them is because you know that certain things, you can release certain things with them and they're still going to love you no matter what. And the relationship, that's what's happening here. You guys feel that you guys can talk to each other in any way, shape, or form, and it's not going to hurt it because that person loves you no matter what. Well, I can tell you that the love is there, and that what you're going through is temporary, and this will pass. So your love for each other is going to get tighter after you guys get through this hurdle. I'm going to tell you right now, this is going to continue for at least 3 to 4 weeks. So we probably got about another month of this type of energy, and then it softens and things get better. And I feel like you feel strong and secure. I'm even seeing financial success happening. I know that's not what you asked about, but it is coming your way. So I'm seeing an upgrade in finances, which also brings joy to the relationship. And I feel that you guys seem to get a little bit more relaxed. So hang in there, honey. Try to let this roll down your back. If you see him catching a little bit of an attitude, know that it's not about you. It's about what's going on outside, like with friendships and things of that nature. It is not you. All right, I'm going to pass this over to Emma. Let's see what great information she's got for you.
Okay, so this is a message directly from the universe itself. The universe is telling you right now. It's telling you, instead of saying, why am I doing this to you? It's saying, what am I trying to teach you? Number 2, the universe has also been telling you, listen, do you know what love is? Because basically the universe is basically trying to tell you, I feel like the universe is trying to tell you that you don't know quite what you're looking for right now, and that's why you're questioning. And I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not a scientist. I cannot force love by prescription, okay? Take it as it resonates. But here's the thing. If you're not happy with him, don't stay. Like, Spirit is basically saying that life is not a gamble. That's what straight up what they're saying. Life is not a gamble. You don't roll the dice and say, well, whatever happens, happens, regardless if I'm happy or not. No, you come first in your life, sweetheart. Okay, you need to do what makes you happy, because if you don't have yourself figured out, nothing else is going to come to you. I promise you that right now. Like, the universe is saying, I have so much waiting behind these curtains, but the question is, are you willing to open them? Are you willing to let down that pride and ego? Are you willing to let go of at least the nonsense in their relationship, or will you take the extra step up and leave the relationship, is what they're saying, because they say that there's someone better out there for you. And I will get real right here. This is where it's going to get really transparent, so buckle up for this, okay? Spirit is saying that there's someone you've been in love with ever since you were a little kid, like in middle school, maybe early high school, maybe somewhere in that range. And they're saying that you fell in love with somebody back then and you're just not wanting to admit it. And Spirit is saying that you should reach out to that person again. And even just if it's a loyal acquaintanceship, they say just reach out to them. And, but Spirit is basically saying there's somebody better out there for you. Okay. Like Spirit is saying, like, you just have to let that go and accept the fact that you feel something different, because clearly you're miserable. It hurts the universe. Like the universe's heart is breaking to see that you're miserable. You're not listening to what the universe has to say. Okay, like the universe gets ignored enough as it already is. The universe gets dissed enough as it already is. And it's saying, listen, I'm watching you and I'm going to intervene no matter if you like it or not. And this is my way of saying, heads up, I'm getting ready to get rid of the old and bring in the new. Like go out with the ooh and come in with the ah. You know what I'm saying? And it's one of those things like the Tower card in tarot. You have to burn down the rickety old house in order to get to the mansion.
Nice. So it looks like you've got some opportunities, but you've got choices to make on top of it. Do you stay? Do you do what you got to do so you can move forward? It says, I've been seeing this blackbird with orange on it for a little while. Is there someone looking out for me? Yes. Absolutely.
Easily.
All right, Valerie. Let's see. All right. That was for Bridget. Bridget, thank you so much. Hang on. This thing's spinning on me over here. All right. Well, this is Valerie. This is a different question now. Valerie says, I've been seeing the blackbird with the orange for a little while. Is there someone looking out for me? Absolutely saw that. There was somebody looking out for you. I actually feel that what you're saying to me, so the energy shows there's family members that circle you, but there's someone as a close friend, someone who passed away that you once knew, that has been trying to show you signs that things are going to come together. You've been trying to do things, but they don't feel like they're coming together. That's because right now is not the time for them to come together. It's saying more research. You need to do more things to figure out what it is. You need to take a step back, look at the situation and go, okay, what's my next step? What is it that I want to do? And you need to be able to bring that forward. And I get that you're so scrambled trying to figure out what's going on around you that you cannot see straight. So that's why it's always best to take a step back, look at the whole situation, and then go from there. That way you get you can look at the bigger picture rather than what's just in front of you at that moment, because I feel as though that things need to come together. And so you've got spirits that are showing up. They're trying to show you through animals, getting you to see the signs, to take it. Hey, we're here, we're watching, but we need you to hear a message. So your message is to take a step back, look at your situation. Now, I don't feel like it's gonna come together. It's not all gonna fall apart. But if you take a step back, look at the bigger picture, you're gonna be able to put those puzzle pieces together as they should. Things will start to slowly come together for you. So I don't feel like you have anything to fear, but I do see that you do have guardians around you, you do have family around you, and you have a friend that you lost a long time ago around you. Someone that they felt close to you because of who you were as a person. So they're letting you know that you're protected, but you need to take a step back and look, because it's very important. If not, things are going to continue to keep falling in the way that they are, and that's not what you're looking to do. I'm going to pass this over to Emma, see what Emma's got for you. Emma.
Okay, the reason why you're seeing birds that are primarily a black color, that's the sign saying that you need to do shadow work. That means going into your dark side and combating your demons right head on, okay? I know shadow work is no fun usually, okay? But it can be a very exciting adventure if you let it. Because that's how you start to realize even little gifts here and there in between about, oh, I didn't realize I was this good at this, or I didn't realize I was that good at that if I just, simply let go of the fact I couldn't control this person or that. Control out of oneself is an illusion. So basically, it really gives you the ability to say, I can control what I do, and it relieves a huge weight off your shoulders when you don't worry about what other people do, say, think, or act, or care about, if the tree falls or if the tree remains standing. You know what I'm saying? The best thing you can do, and the reason why people freak out in moments where like a tree falls on the house or anything like that is because they're trying to control things that they know they can't control. That's the reason why people freak out half the time, or should I say all the time, actually. That's why people freak out, is because they're trying to control something and they're mad that they can't control it. And I feel like with you just have to really let go of those control issues. I feel like talking to a therapist about it, or just even doing some meditation, like self-forgiveness meditation. I feel like you have a lot of trouble with not knowing how to forgive yourself, and you deserve to, have forgiveness. I feel like just because you went through something with someone in your past where they didn't forgive you for something really petty doesn't mean that you can't do it for yourself. You have to be your own best friend. And I think that's crucial for you. And shadow work is a part of that, getting past those demons and getting past those headless horsemen. You know what I'm saying? And I know it's scary. I know it's kind of difficult to look into those evil entities and look them straight in the eyes and say, okay, are you ready? Let's go. You know what I'm saying? But there's a beautiful African proverb that goes, when there's no enemy within, the outside enemy can do you no harm. And that's a big part of shadow work, for sure. And I feel like, you're just waiting to blossom, but you're very hesitant. And I feel like that's bothering you a little bit. But the orange on the bird's belly is saying, hey, there is a light at the end of the end of the tunnel. And I feel like that's a beautiful thing for you. And I feel like, you just really have to believe in yourself and take action. Like, that's part of the law of attraction, is you need to take action and move forward and do what makes you happy and do what brings you peace. And I feel like, the reason why I feel like you're very reactive to things, the reason why you freak out is because, you can't control that person or that event or that situation or that, whatever it is. But you have to tell yourself, okay, when you're about ready to freak out, you have to halt yourself right in those tracks. Way easier said than done. But practice what you preach too. Okay? You really have to practice what you preach, because it really proves to yourself how active of a listener are you. Can you listen to yourself and take your own advice? Because that right there will tell you how good of a listener you are and how loyal of a person you are. It's in you. You just have to tell yourself, okay, like let's just say a tree falls on your house, like that example. Are you going to freak out, or are you going to say, okay, I know I can fix it. I know what to do.
All right. Good information there. I hope that helps, Valerie. All right. We did have some jumpers before the time was up. I did not realize I did not realize they jumped when they did, so they got in just in the nick of time. But I need Latoya to go ahead and throw her question, and then Destiny Thompson, get your question ready. You'll be next. So Latoya, throw us your question. Valerie says, thank you. This makes a lot of sense. Awesome. I'm so glad.
Problem.
All right, guys, remember to have a question. No generals or medical questions, please. All right, we've got Latoya. Latoya says, what is Yarvan's next move or his thoughts right now? Also, I was waiting on my daughter and boyfriend to buy my new ticket since I canceled three times to help them, and still nothing. Do you see me leaving Saturday or taking my bill money and leaving? I already paid extra the 3 times I canceled. All right. So when it comes down to your situation, Latoya, I do feel like Yarvan is definitely going to continue to keep trying to contact you. Cannot stand the fact that you guys would be separated. Now, with that being said, I know you're tired of his energy, and you've got to cut him out. You've got to. It's too much on you, and I feel as though that, I know that you can be nice and want to be his friend, but what is that energy doing to you? I feel like every time he comes through, he zaps you. He zaps all your energy. He takes away from, it just feels like he's taking away from life. And I feel like you need to, I know that you've tried to kindly let him down. I know that you yelled at him, but that just doesn't seem to be, working. So my suggestion is ghosting him. Don't answer anything. Let it go. I know he's funny sometimes, but he drives you crazy, girl. That's not what you need in your life. So my suggestion on that is to let him go, block him. Every time he reaches out, block him. When it comes to your daughter in that situation, I honestly feel like you're going to end up using your bill money in order to take your trip. I honestly did not see it on Saturday. I seen you doing it Sunday, but you're going to end up having to take your bill money in order to make this flight. I do not see them providing you with that type, because from what I'm seeing is they want you to stay and you want to go. So unfortunately, due to that circumstance, you're going to end up having to use your bill money in order to get out of there. But I do see you leaving, but it wouldn't be until Sunday. All right, I'm going to pass this over to Emma. Let's see what she's got. Emma, what's going on?
So basically, Latoya, I feel like I'm about ready to cry due to your energy, because I feel like that's how badly he's hurting you at the end of the day. And like I said, with my love doctor talks, I'm not a scientist. I cannot force love by prescription. Okay, but here's the thing. If he's bothering you this much, why do you bother keep him around? I know toxicity, I know lust is addictive. Lust is probably the most addictive thing out there. Okay, but here's the thing. Love and lust are two very different things. Love and lust never ever intermingle, okay? They just don't. True love can never be justified. And I can tell you right now, given how much you've questioned this guy, given how much, he's bothered you and, keeps asking you questions and doesn't accept you for who you are, no. Just let down that pride and ego and say, no, I can't. No, I have somebody better out there waiting for me, and I know I deserve better than you. Being brutally honest is the best thing you can ever do. It's really overlooked. It's really underrated in society, but it needs to happen. It's better to cry over the truth for a week instead of crying over a lie for 2 years. You know what I'm saying? And it's not fair to you. It's not fair to him that you're both putting each other through this saga of, I'm just going to pretend I'm cool with you when that's not true. Honesty and loyalty is key here. You want to attract the right person? Well, guess what? You got to make sacrifices, and love means sacrifice. Okay, because I know that's been bothering you a lot, and you have to become that skyscraper and watch him run and watch him disappear. Okay, you just have to let him go. There's no love here. It's all lust. It's all, it's not what it cracks up to be. It's a ghost that you're talking to. You're talking to a ghost, and you need to be the one that says, no, I know what I deserve. I know what I'm looking for. And you got to get specific with it too, because I feel like another thing you struggle with is being your true authentic self. And you will not manifest a darn thing if you are not your true authentic self. You will not live the life you deserve. You're constantly going to be like, well, when I do this, then I'll be happy. When I have this, then I'll be happy. And that's just about everyone. And you don't want to be part of that crowd. Just because it's a trend doesn't mean it's good for you. Okay, trends are there for a reason, because they're trying to keep you spiritually asleep. That's why trends exist. Okay, they're not, because they don't want you to be an individual. They don't want you to be enlightened. They don't want you to express your individuality. They don't want you to express yourself. Okay, that's why trends exist. Is to get you hooked onto something, thinking that it's great, everybody else doesn't. No more trends.
All right. Thank you, Emma. That was some good information there. And we appreciate you. Latoya, remember, dropping like a safe in the sea, girl. This is not what you need. Not what you need.
Let go and let God.
All right. We've got Destiny here. Destiny says, is anyone trying to connect with me? My grandpa passed. She says my grandpa passed away in December. So when it comes to your grandfather and everything that is coming in, grandfather is on the other side. I do feel as though that he's coming in protection and, tries to, I see comfort. He keeps trying to comfort, even though that the passing away was in December. The thing is that the grief is still there, and I don't feel that you've grieved properly, and I feel like you're holding a lot back. But your grandfather is not here on this plane. He is on the other side right now, and that's okay, because he needs to spend time on the other side, but he does come to visit. He does try to bring you comfort, but he's also left messages for you and signs for you, letting you know that you are protected, your family loves you. I'm also feeling your great grandmother trying to give you strength, but they're also trying to tell you to release the things that hold you back. You're holding in too much. I'm also seeing you as like, I would say, like the center of your friend group where everybody comes to you and talks to you about their problems and tells you all their dirty little secrets, and you help them through their grieving processes and do all that stuff for them. But you know what is not good is you're taking on all these burdens as well on top of the grief. So you're holding on to a lot of things. And then I don't see you being able to get the chance to speak your mind or to say what you need to say, and I know that feeling 100%. But the thing is that you need to find a way to communicate your upset, your anger, your sadness, and there's a way to do that. I've taken a mirror and sat it in front of me, and I've talked to myself in the mirror, and I let out my griefs. I've lit a candle, and I've talked to the candle and given the energy to burn off any negativity that was coming my way. I took my hands and placed them in salt water, and I communicated. There are many different ways to start releasing the things that are holding you down, because your family spiritually is protecting you, but they're saying you're holding on to too much. You're holding on to everything, and you don't realize you're doing it, and it's sinking you. So what you need to do is start releasing some of these things and see that it's all going to be all right. But I definitely feel that if you can start releasing some of these pressures and some of this grief, this depression, the sadness, if you can get it out of your system by doing what I just said about the mirror, the candle, or salt water, you're going to find yourself feeling relief. You're going to feel yourself lighter. So I'm going to pass this over to Emma and see what great information she's got. Emma.
Okay, so basically what I'm seeing here is it's kind of like the movie Inside Out. It's kind of like you're feeling a bunch of sadness, right? So basically what's going on with you is Spirit wants you to know, and your grandfather wants you to know, the reason why you're feeling so much sadness right now, so that you can understand the true meaning of what joy really is and have gratitude and appreciation to the max as to what joy truly is. Because you cannot understand joy without sadness and the creativity and the pleasure behind that. Um, let's see, you cannot have one without the other. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's good. At least you're trying to balance yourself out, which I think is a beautiful thing for you. You know what I'm saying? And he's trying to say, I've left signs, I've left messages. You just have to wake up a little bit and have faith. And he's basically saying, like, the magic is in disguise here. Like he's right there with you 24/7, but he's kind of like waving his hands like, hello, I'm right here. It's right here. I'm right here. And he's like, and it's like you're looking everywhere else. It's kind of like you have a pair of sunglasses on your head, but you're looking everywhere for your sunglasses except on your head. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like there's a party that just needs to scream, shout, break things, and throw things, honestly, because that's how much you have held in. Sometimes that's what therapy is just learning how to smash and break things. I feel like smash therapy is a good suggestion for you. Honestly, they have plenty of places in local cities that can do that for you in a safe manner. So I would definitely look into that. Sometimes, you know, and your grandfather's also saying sometimes things don't work out, but it's for a great reason. He says there's so much waiting for you, and he says just keep smiling because he knows it's there. And he says even though smiling makes you cry, crying releases that stress. You know what I'm saying? And he's like, joy is just something you cannot compare to. And he says happy money cannot buy happiness. He's saying happiness comes from within, and happiness only comes from pure mindfulness. Because if you think about it, happiness is one of those things of where you're mindful. You're not thinking about the past. You're not thinking about the future. You know what I'm saying? Happiness doesn't work like that. If I were you, I'd make a list of all your happiest memories throughout your life so far and why they made you happy. In those moments, everything you remember to a T, write it down and dissect those happy moments to create more of those moments. Because that's what your grandfather wants you to do.
All right. Good information. That's amazing.
Thank you.
All right, guys. We are coming down to the final question here. I need Brianna Bishop to go ahead and throw her question for me. Brianna Bishop. All right, guys. Remember, we are going to be back tomorrow. I'll be here with Nikki Taylor, and then Nikki will have a show after ours. It's at 11:30 Eastern. That's 10:30 Central. All right, guys, we'll have all these times and stuff written on the new updates. So, guys, stay with us. Remember, if you are on our YouTube channel, you're going to be automatically entered into our giveaways. We start that back September 27th. The giveaways will happen. All right. And Destiny says, thank you so much. You are welcome, Destiny.
Yeah, of course.
All right. So we've got Brianna. Is anyone that has passed away that was in my life that's trying to tell me anything? When it comes to you, I keep seeing you. Are you ignoring a gift? Because I keep seeing you being spiritually gifted. Like I keep seeing that you are getting things in your peripheral vision. I keep seeing shadows walking by you. So you know that there are people around you. But I feel as though that you're getting fearful of what's happening around you. I don't want you to fear it. I want you to see it. I want you to look to see what is going on. I want you to feel that energy. They're going to be able to relay their messages to you, but you've got to be willing and open to accept them. And I feel as though this going by you is freaking you out a little bit. Like, what was that? Do y'all see that? Nobody's seeing anything. It's just you. You're the one that's connected, but you are avoiding your gift. She goes, yes, I do almost every night. But you are avoiding yourself. You are not giving yourself the option to hear these messages. And this is what they're telling you. They want you to accept them. She says, yeah, it does freak me out. Oh, don't let it, because the spirits are trying to communicate. I don't think you realize that you have the potential of being a medium. This has happened to you since childbirth. This has always been there. Your imaginary friend was not an imaginary friend. This was a spirit that you were talking to. That was around your age, the age of 6. The age of 6 said that you were starting to blossom, and then all of that kind of got pushed down. Like, nobody wanted you doing that. Be like, stop it. You don't have an imaginary friend. You don't do this. It wasn't an imaginary friend. It was a damn spirit. Kids are more open and more just accepting of the things that are going on in the world because they don't know any different. You at that point had that same ability. You knew no differently. Yes, your friends, your family, people that are around you. I keep seeing a gentleman, he was in a car accident. He keeps holding his head. He's trying to communicate with you. He said he knew you, but he didn't know you. He knew you in, I would say, middle school, high school time frame, right around there. Both, I'm going to say both because he keeps showing me both, but he's no longer alive today. But he really enjoys your energy, and he comes to see you because he did have a romantic feeling for you, but it never went anywhere. I do feel like you need to open yourself up, and I feel as though that he's the one that's trying to help you open up. Be accepting of the things that are around you. Do not let them freak you out. You have nothing to fear there. I feel as though that you're safe and protected, and I want you to be able to see them, and then you will understand them. I would say hear them, but you don't hear them here. You're not ready for that yet, but that will come. So I hope that helps. I'm going to pass this over to Emma. Emma, what are you getting?
Hello. So what I'm trying to say is, like, I've been hearing this song in my head now, I've Been Changed for Good by Wicked, which is a beautiful musical. The song For Good talks about, like, you've changed me for the better, and I will never forget all the amazing things you've done for me. And I feel like that's what this guy who died in a car crash is trying to say to you, is like, you have no idea how much you beautifully influenced me, and he knows about your gift, and he's strongly encouraging you to use it because he knows it could be very beneficial for you in the long run. And he says, the reason why you're fearful is because you don't understand it. And he says, get to know it so you won't be afraid of it to the point you will embrace it. Because you have to do the opposite action. The opposite action of fear is open-minded willingness and embracing. So that's something I would definitely do for yourself. It will save you so much heartache and so much pain and so much exhaustion if you think about it, because it's a workout. Yes, being a psychic, being a medium, it's a workout on its own. But in all honesty, it makes you feel good after you know you did it, even though you may release some tears after that. at least you know you did what you needed to do to help other people. It's kind of like a release of happiness and sadness and just that amazing hodgepodge of emotions that need to be let go of. You know what I'm saying? But he keeps saying, like, I have been changed for good, you know, and he's saying, like, forgive me. I'm sorry that I didn't tell you how I really felt when, you know, I passed away and it was hard. I was afraid of talking to you in school. Now I get in the song One Republic. Like, I feel like he loved music. Like, I'm going to song Stop and Stare. I think I'm moving, but I go nowhere. Do you see what I see? And I feel like that's exactly how he saw you. Like, every glance was killing him. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how much he was tongue-tied. He just couldn't know how to tell you how beautiful of a woman he thinks you are. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of like the song, you know, The Scientists, Take Me Back to the Start. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he loved music and he was really your biggest fan back then, no matter if we saw it or not.
All right. All right. Give me a second, guys. We just got our first troll of the night.
Oh, goodness.
You gotta have it. Exactly. All right. So, guys, remember, don't forget to tune in tomorrow night. We're going to be here with Nikki Taylor with 2 shows. So, guys, tune in for that. Brianna says, thank you guys so much.
Yeah,
you are
welcome.
Open yourself up. Do not be scared. Those who are that love you are around you and they want to communicate. And I cannot wait to see you blossom into that energy that you have, that there's a passion there for it, but there's a lot of fear that surrounds it. Open yourself up. There's nothing to fear. You're well protected. Emma, this has been a pleasure.
Yeah, thank you. Likewise.
Join us. This has been so exciting.
It's an honor.
Absolutely. I'm very honored to have you here on the show. It's absolutely amazing. All right. Oh, yeah, there's definitely more to come. Don't you worry about that. Sure. All right, guys. We are going to say goodnight. We love you guys. Everybody be safe, be kind, and have a beautiful night. Catch us tomorrow. I'm going to be here with Nikki Taylor, and I want to tell you guys this has been so much fun. The energy was great, Absolutely. And we will see you tomorrow. Have a great night, everybody.
Have a great night.